Merry Christmas, cocksucker. So I just realized that all our addictions are basically a trauma response. It's not, for example, a cigarette addict, and it's not just nicotine that attaches into the brain systems, and it just becomes a physical addiction. And so I'm addicted because nicotine is addictive. And for example, next example will be alcohol addiction, or let's say short form content addiction, these social media addiction. And scientists fucking study and study and study, and it's about your brain systems, bro. It's dopamine systems. They get addicted to this, to that. Fuck all that bullshit. Look, I know there is this real scientific backing to the fact that most of the addictions that are mentioned are physically addicting as well as psychologically being addicting. But I don't think you solve smoking cigarettes with nicotine patches. I don't think you solve social media addiction with lowering the hours that you spend on Instagram Reels or TikTok. I don't think that you fix your alcohol addiction by going once a week, because your addiction is a trauma response. I've had a fast food addiction, probably, in a way that, I believe most of you addicts can relate to this. If you're addicted to cigarettes, if you're addicted to whatever, in a way that when I was feeling down, I would always go back to fast food. I would always, I recognize that I would always go eat fast food to unholy amounts. When I was feeling down, I would jerk off. I would watch, lustful stuff, and I realized all these addictions are actually a trauma response. I went back to my childhood, and I started thinking, why do I desire fast food so much? Yes, of course, it is sugary, it's whatever, fucking physical, scientific reasons, of course. But not all people on this earth that have tasted fast food are addicted to it, like I am. So I went back to my childhood, and I recognized this habit that I had with my parents. When my parents were together, some nights we would have what we called snacks night. Snacks night, we called it. Snacks night. Snack party, we called it. And it was probably a ritual that represented my parents still being together. Because that's one of the main things that I remember we did together. Having snacks. We will prepare these plates with different types of snacks, and we'll eat it, watching a movie or something. And I realized when I was mentally unwell, when I was depressed, when I was anxious, I would go back to eating snacks, eating junk food. So now I realize that it's actually a trauma response. It's actually a mechanism of cope that our brain has produced. Now, I want you to, watching this video, I don't want you to sit idle, just listening. After you watch this video, I want you to get a pen, your notebook, your journal, if you have, and list out your addictions. Be honest, list out your addictions, and then go back to your childhood and take a look at your relationship with them. Take a look at your relationship with, for example, say if you're addicted to cigarettes. Take a look at self-destructive behaviors and your relationship with them. I first said fast food, right? So this is the thing that made me realize addictions were a trauma response, a way of brain to cope and go back to the normalcy. Me and my father, and this would come to be more frequent closer to the times that my parents were going to split up, divorce. We would go on these father and son nights, he would call them, and we would mostly go to the movies and then grab Whoppers from Burger King. And it was escape in a tough time. Now, when I go through a tough time, I instantly go eat fast food, especially hamburgers and pizzas, the things that me and my father would have. How interesting is that? How interesting is that? Our brains are so predictable. Our brains are interesting. So now that I realize that, I will notice this pattern and I will find a new coping mechanism. But before finding a new coping mechanism, I will first resolve the trauma that caused me to need to have a coping mechanism. This is deep stuff we're talking about. I need you to really focus, and I need you to really think of ways you can apply this to your life. Because the thing that I found out just now, today, is I believe in my life it will be fucking revolutionary. Because for years I've been, trying to deal with this stuff by self-improving, by, whatever new, adding healthier habits. I've been going to the gym, as you can see. Maybe you can't see. I've been treating myself better, whatever. I've been meditating and stuff. But yeah, actually, when it comes down to the foundations of this stuff that you want to resolve, it's fucking traumas. It's childhood traumas that you need to take a deep look at and then resolve. So that's my journey. Thank you for watching. There is deeper stuff. There is other stuff that I'm not talking about right now because I don't feel comfortable. Some are maybe going to be too vulgar. Some are too honest about myself that I don't want to talk about because I know who will watch this video. But thank you for watching. If I helped you, make sure to like. It's going to mean a lot, and see you.